about a little bit, guys. So that people like come in if anyone's coming in. We're kind of last minute live.
Because we've got
a bit, well, we hope we've got internet. If it goes off, get us out the road show. If it goes off, I do apologise. We're in Cornwall, in Newquay, height of summer, it's crazy. And the internet, even though it says 4 and 5G, it's actually 0G. It doesn't work. There's no G.
There's no G.
They're lying to you.
It's zero.
You come to Newquay, you come to Cornwall in the summer, don't expect your phone to actually make a phone call or have the internet. It just doesn't happen pretty much. It's gone. So yeah. So we're gonna see who kind of fills this through. We literally put it up there and said
Like
we're going
minutes
to go
ago,
live.
like Van Dock said, when you're going live, and I went, we're doing it now, Steve. And he said, I was like, we've got internet, quick, do it now. So we're doing it now. We're doing it now. We're doing it now.
Doing it now. We're on there now. So we've got a oh, there's a couple of people jumping in right now. So yeah, we've got a few things to go over, guys. It's kind of a catch up. What's been happening? What we've been up to? Some updates, some news, things like that. So who's here? Van Dock's
Van Docks! You spurred it on, Van Docks.
Yeah, bro. We're pretty much absolutely just been crazy, mad busy. Who's this? That is Bagger's Corner. You was on.
What's on, dude?
Nice to see you guys. A few more people coming in.
Thanks for joining. It could have been me and Steve just sat here chatting, and then you'd all have to watch back.
So guys, we're going to do a quick live just to update what's going on, what we've been up to, what's coming up, stuff like that. Just to kind of fill you guys in where we've been and what's been happening really.
Yeah.
It's been a pretty mental season. For them that may not know, me and Jill are down in Newquay in Cornwall, and Jill works on a very, very busy holiday park, and I kind of just assist and surf a lot.
He works for free because he helps me.
I work for free labour.
He's like receptionist, he's like locksmith, he's like tree surgeon, moves the bins.
I do a lot.
He does everything, yeah.
But it's been absolutely mental in Newquay. So if you've been down to Newquay and you've seen what it's like this summer, you know exactly what it's been like. It's been absolutely crazy.
You know.
If you know, you know, really, well and truly. So Jilly's written a list because obviously we've got a list to work to.
So first protocol, people turn up and go, why have you not subscribers come to stay on the holiday park? Why not done any vlogs? Why have you not uploaded any vlogs? Because I've been at work since probably the middle of July and I've never stopped. Like me and
when we say work, let's explain, right? So the work starts around about 6 in the morning, 5:30, 6 in the morning, and really doesn't finish till about 11, 12 at midnight every day. Yeah. So there's not really a day when.
So I do 4 days, but sometimes I do 6 days. Sometimes I do 4 days, and then I just do things on my days off just to help out because we've got a very small crew of people on the holiday park, and it's 16 acres of camping. And when it's busy and you don't have any pictures and there's only, I work reception, I do gardening, I do security, I chuck people off, I do toilets, I do repairs, I do electrics, I do plumbing, I do anything that needs to be done, I do. So it's been really busy, so that's why we haven't really been anywhere. I have had the odd day off and we'll go out and we've been to the harbour. Today I've been to St Austell Asda's. I was buzzing because I got off the campsite. I went shopping to Asda's. I had a much about. It was brilliant, but that's as far as I've really got, and I haven't got any plans to go. It's my birthday on Sunday. I'm working on Sunday, so I haven't got any plans. I haven't got any plans to really go anywhere until the madness of
Van Dock's beat the car back.
Nice. So we haven't got any plans to go anywhere until probably, well, my parents are down in September, but then we're not really going anywhere until probably mid-October.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. So pretty much, we have been vlogging though. This is the important thing, right, guys? We have been vlogging. If you watch our channel, and you know our channel has like a seasonal route to it, so up till the peak season in summer in Newquay, we can put out vlogs quite regular, and then soon as June, July, and August come, the vlogs will slow down, and that's simply because we just don't have a lot of time, and we can't go anywhere. Like a lot of people go, "Oh, it must be amazing living in Newquay," and it is. We absolutely love it, but during the height of season, there's just traffic queues for hours. You know, there's a lot of people coming to visit the area.
Like today, a tractor shed its load of giant hail bays at Quintal Downs. And now
the whole thing was on its side, the whole trailer.
The traffic is still, like, people can't even get to the spa.
Yeah, it's crazy. So you're talking like 2 hours, an hour and a half sometimes to get into Newquay, and we're only like literally 7 minutes ride away from it. So it's pretty crazy.
You can do Morrison's in 2 minutes when you don't stop. 2 hours in August.
It's crazy. So this is one of the big reasons why the vlogs slow down. Plus we're also doing a lot of work and stuff like that as well. So it kind of really slows everything down. But we've also had a little bit of a drama, which was a little bit of an oversight on my side. All my GoPro footage and my phone footage I've been storing on the cloud. Now, I never thought about this. I've got to download that so I can edit it.
What do you need to download it?
Internet.
Internet. Good
of course.
internet.
Good internet.
Not
No,
Cornwall
so I've got
internet.
180 files, which I'm trying to download, and I get about 10, 15 files in.
It's so painful.
Network error.
It's so
Crashes,
painful.
won't come down. I've been trying now for 8 days straight, going over different internet connections with hardwired, everything like that, and the internet just drops out, and it's so rubbish. So yeah, those vlogs may be written off
We
for
might get
a
it
while.
down
I
in
don't know.
September when there's less people here.
Yeah, there's less people
like
in
for
the
instance,
area.
when Boardmasters happened, there was 50,000 people came down extra for like from Wednesday to the Monday, Tuesday. And during that time, we didn't get any phone calls on my mobile phones. We couldn't make any phone calls out. Had a lot of parents staying on the holiday park when they dropped the kids off at Boardmasters, and they couldn't speak to them. The kids' faces, they were burnt, the skin was peeling off. The parents and mothers were worried about trying to get there.
I was on tins.
Hey! And this was a problem because the network there's just not enough. People say they should put mobile masts up to help to cope, but again, infrastructure. That many people come down here, and there isn't infrastructure to cope with the amount of people who come down.
Yeah.
So that was the problem. So now everything's on the
Ian's
cloud.
sleeping. Oh, I'm not surprised.
Ah, hi Trace. Wake Ian up and see.
No,
don't.
hard.
Ian is working hard. So yeah. So this is why all the.
So
stuck on the
dramas and stuff. What's happened, right? I want to fill you in. What's happened?
Can I just interrupt you and just do me thanks?
Go on quickly. Go on.
I just want to say my hellos because we had loads of people who've come and stayed here who are subscribers. We had, for instance, the docs.
Yeah,
So
shout
we had shout out to Gillian and Mark who came down. They brought Lewis and his girlfriend. Lewis's car broke down, pain in the arse, but he got it sorted, and he had a nightmare to go back up to Carlisle to get his van to come down, but he made it. And then as a surprise, his friend came down, Miles, and Miles stayed, so that was awesome, spending time with the Darks. We also had Dan and Juliet, aka Romeo and Juliet.
Pixelated. Okay, cool.
AKA Romeo and Juliet, they came down, lovely meeting those guys, absolutely love you. Des come down with his kids for Boardmaster, to shout out to Des and the kids, it was lovely meeting you guys. We also had Howie. Howie is a seasonal customer here, but he's been going out surfing with Steve. So shout out to Howie and Holly and Frank and Frankie, and also Rodri and Cameron and the girls. They come down every year for Boardmasters. Epic group of people. Keeps me going with breakfast. They always spare us on when I'm busy and I'm flagging.
What does that say?
Big up to Miles.
Miles. Ah, okay, Milesy.
So yeah, so we had a lot of subscribers. If you have come down, you're a subscriber, and I forgot to mention you. We do have Zoe and Sam down, and the pooch at the minute is out. Shout out to Zoe. But anybody else, I do apologise. It's been mental.
There's loads of yous.
But
so
absolutely, the ones that I've mentioned, I've spent time with, I've photographed on Instagram. Done.
Yeah, we've had loads of subscribers down. It's been absolutely mental.
Been
but guys,
meeting you.
we've had some dramas as well. It hasn't all been clear cut. So the drama started unfolding at the very beginning of August, when, as you know, us two, along with Tinto Travels, are going to be going to Europe, and then Tinto's van had to go in for an MOT, which it sadly did not pass, which really put the spanners in the works. Luckily, at the same time, my dad and mum arrived on holiday in Cornwall. Then my dad, bless him, spent pretty much every day along with Ian cutting out metal, welding, getting his van ready for its MOT, really working hard doing all that. And Tinto and those guys had to plough a load of money into that, and that meant then Ian, bless him, couldn't then do a lot of surfing. Tracy had to take on more work. Ian then had to get a second job, so he's got money for Europe. So those guys have just been absolutely smashing it at work. Ian's been doing like nights all the way through. Tracy's doing days.
And he's still cleaning here on the holiday park.
Yeah, it's bless him. So they've been working really hard. But then while this is all happening, my mum starts to take really poorly, bless her. I just want to say something. My mum, I absolutely love my mum a bit. I get to see her maybe twice a year, and they've worked really hard to get them down here for this holiday they've had. It hasn't been a holiday style my mum spent. My mum was in critical, pretty much life support kind of stuff, wasn't it?
No, that's an exaggeration.
What they call it, life support. Crash.
She wasn't on life support.
Not life support, like crash stuff, like, you know, where the
she was in the crash ward because she's a diabetic, and for her own reasons, she stopped taking her medication, her choice. But it's been over a year, and she's slowly been developing into a diabetic ketosis hypertension state.
Like coma almost.
She had an abscess on her lung, which burst, which gave her a lesion on her lung, which created a chest infection, which then led to the hypertension. she was really poorly. Her husband Julian made the decision to ring an ambulance. She went to
glad he
Trellis,
did.
and she was in the crash ward for 2 days.
Yeah.
I think well, they did say that if he hadn't have rang an ambulance, she probably wouldn't have been there.
Yeah, they said it was very touch and go. So yeah, so that happened. Mum is now doing a lot better, slowly. She's still here in Cornwall with us.
Yeah. She's having an extended vacation.
Yeah, she's been down.
She's not well enough to travel back
4 weeks now.
Yeah.
4 weeks they've been here now. So that's been pretty mental. So all that has been on top of everything that's been going on as well. So there's been all that. Then, as this is all happening, Dad and them had just arrived. We had a guy turned a caravan at the top of the holiday park, unhitched. His caravan unhitched at the top of the holiday park. Looking, Dad was
on
there.
On the road outside.
Not the road outside yet. This is the top one, at the top of the caravan.
Oh,
so then my dad was there to save that guy and Jilly. Jilly.
Because he was towing, he had a motorhome and he was towing a car.
And the car
and they had to go home early, and I think they had a little bit too. Well, his wife did, and she hitched the car to the back of the motorhome, and as they come the corner, it jumped, but it was nipping. So we had to get the jack it up, unnipped it, rehitched it, off the went.
Yeah, luckily the car nearly come off the back of it and would have been bad.
Oh yeah, but then two days later, a customer collects this caravan that we had in storage, left the Halder Park on the main road. That unhitched.
Now our main road's a bank outside, so you come out and you go to a bank. As he was going up the bank, the caravan unhitched, rolled through all the traffic, took a car out, went up onto the hedge, and he took out that Trafiggy sign, the main holiday park sign, everything. I ended up smashing his caravan up and everything.
Yeah, so I come out of the Holiday Park with Steve's dad to go to Aldi, and I was like, why is there a caravan in the hedge? I was like, shit. So so Sunday, dump my trucks, had to stop the traffic, drag the caravan out the hedge, pull it back in the Holiday Park in reception, get the guy whose car was a hire car, by the way, so his excesses were just extortionate. Yeah. And he was supposed to be catching a flight to Madrid
poor
the next
guy.
day.
He was from a foreign country, wasn't he? So he was from a different country, and he did speak good English, but it must have been really hard for him to deal with it, because obviously he's in a foreign country. He's got a hired car. Some guys just literally, his caravans just, I mean, imagine you're driving up the road and a caravan's coming down at you. You know, the guy swerved it and hit the back end of his car, smashed he was in a hedge, smashed his car to bits. So that was a whole big drama that happened at the exact same time. All this, like, within days of all these things were just unfolding.
So if you're towing a caravan, make sure your breakaway cable is secure, make sure you fasten your seatbelts, and make sure that your caravan's hitched up 100%.
So you imagine we're dealing with all these kind of things, then on the night time and stuff, we've got people that we're trying to control on the campsite. Obviously people on holiday want to have a good time, but then you've got people actually having raves
who we mean, Mark.
3 o'clock
You've
in the
just
morning.
said it in the comments, because we had a family come down, and I was nothing but nice to them. They had 3 pitches. They decided to shove up a gazebo as a kitchen, so they had a 4th pitch.
For
Did we
free?
charge them?
No. Because we're kind.
We're doing everything. We were so polite. I am so accommodating to everybody, no matter what they need. If I can help, I can help. Left us a 1-star review on Google. Arseholes. They only left us a 1-star review because the party till 3 in the morning. Half the bottom cam feel left because of them. And then when I told them off, didn't like it. Didn't like being spoken by a woman like that. And I was dead polite. I just said, if you do it again, I'm going to drag your tents off.
Yeah. It kind of got to a point where I was like, okay, guys, we're now getting an influx of people who are now complaining to us and are going to give us negative reviews because of your actions. So we said, can you, give them chances, but after a while, they took liberties. So we had all the kind of stuff like that with customers and everything.
So I got my first 1-star review.
Yeah. So that happened. It's been pretty crazy, to be honest with you.
Power cuts.
Yeah, power cuts on top of that.
Power cuts. So I do believe those people who left us a 1-star review tampered with the electrical box.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Then some other customers come in, and we had constant power trips. So I'm running around with lamps and extensions, and I'm just taking power from wherever. Anyways, turned out it wasn't those people, because I blamed them. It was a dodgy night light that's next to the water point.
Yeah, that had to be fixed. So that happened.
Just as well, I know what I'm doing.
We've had a lot of drama, and the stuff that we can't even talk about on here. But it's just been like
some stuff we can't for legal reasons we can't. But if you're here, you know.
Yeah, but anyway, it was absolutely mental. So that's what's been going down in the last couple of weeks, if you like, of August. However, in other news, August in Cornwall has been absolutely fire for surf. I have managed to have some of the best waves. And while I'm on, I want to give a massive shout out to Kev Harmer from Kev Harmer Photography. He's on IG, check him out, really fire. A lot of good photographs from Newquay and stuff like that. And Life Out There Photography and Surf Life Out There. Jamas, James, legends, both of them. Both those guys who photographs. If you're on my IG, guys, follow me at Steve Bodie on my IG and check out some of the photographs that these guys have been taking of me. Beautiful, really nice top turn arc and getting sprayed down in there, nearly getting cover overs and everything.
Get pitted.
Yeah, trying to get. I did get pitted today.
Yeah, you got pitted
and
today.
Mike was nearly a witness of it, but it was a closeout pitted, but the wave closed out as I was inside and it just swallowed me whole. But it was a good head high wave.
And you shred the gnar.
Shred the gnar. So surf's been a little bit on and off. It's been weird,
but
it's been the best August
for surf. Oh my god, look how bad we look on there.
I know everyone keeps saying we're really pixelated.
I'm really sorry, you're proper
Which,
pixelated.
hey guys, great to see you both. All the best from the northeast. Yeah. So as you can tell, cause it is pixelated, our internet is still very poor in this area.
Just shit.
It is really, really bad. But we are getting through it. Right. What's next?
So me and Steve never drink, very rarely drink. However, in cahoots with 10 Over Surf, we went to the Longboard magazine launch party.
Wait. Viking Surfer, dude, don't say that. Viking Surfer, right? We caught some microwaves in Fistral when they were down a little bit. I think it was just before August, when at the end of the flat spell we had.
Yeah.
And we had an absolute blast. So shout out to you, dude, for doing that. It was actually fired. Surfing the catch surf logs, really, really good fun.
Viking Surfer, if you need somewhere to stay, come stay at
come stay at Trafiggy. But guys, we're going out in September and he's going down in September. So September is not going to be flat. It's going to be autumn. The swell's going to be pumping. It's going to be epic. Going to get some shred.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So anyway. back to the Longboard magazine launch party. So me and Steve, Ian and Tracy were going, but Ian and Tracy were too busy get outside here welding the van. Julie and Steve went. We had epic hot dogs at some place. I think we vlogged it.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot because we got a bit pissed.
Yeah.
We did get a bit pissed. We never drink. I'm not used to going out and just ordering drinks and someone just shoving a card machine in your face. I like to know how much I'm paying. In the beginning, I was very picky about how much I paid, but after a few more Thatchers, I didn't care. I was on the chairs.
Josh,
I was on the chairs dancing. Steve won a raffle. It was great. It was fab. Then we came out pissed and got in a taxi and come back. So we had a fab time. So thank you, Christian, for arranging everything from Christian from 10 Over Surf. The magazine launch party was amazing.
Brilliant. It was really
we met
good.
some awesome
kind of
people
that
there.
vlog's gonna be really good because we're drunk.
It's gonna be so funny, and it's just me and Steve there. And Tinto and Ian would have been there. Would have been funny if Tracy was there because me and Tracy, well, just had such a laugh. However, me and Steve had such a good time.
We got a goodie bag, which was like a tote bag with Longboarder magazine on 10 Over Surf on. Inside of that, there was like stickers, surf combs, wax. There was posters. What else was there in there? There was like all
there was
sorts,
cans of
magnets,
CBD.
Yeah, CBD drinks.
And
there was all kinds of stuff in them, so I got one of them, which was epic. But I won a raffle prize. I was like, yeah! So I won. I
was on the chairs going, wow!
I got loads of Juice X machine stuff, which is really expensive. I got a white jumper. I got a creamy hoodie or whatever. I got a hat and some other bits and a book and all sorts of kind of stuff.
Joshua says he thought he seen you getting pitted at
Probably is, yeah. Woo! So there was a few bits. Do you guys ever leave an upside down pineapple outside the van?
No! Definitely not. And if you know, you know I'm not keen on upside down pineapples.
If you know.
Not keen. Not keen. I did go and get a pineapple tattoo, and then cousin Dave told us about pineapple tattoos, and I was horrified because it's on my leg. If you don't
know, you should know. So basically, I'm going to tell them, if you get an upside down pineapple, or see someone with an upside down pineapple, it means generally, supposedly, the swingers. That's what it is. Then it's swinging. Yeah. So that's what it is.
Or if you go into a bar and you see pictures, just like a picture of an upside down pineapple printed on a bit of paper,
you're in
means
a swingers.
after hours it's swinging, so you can either stay or go. And apparently pampas grass, which we do have outside our
Lots
van.
of pampas grass.
No, pampas grass all out with the campsite, people. Not sure what happened here years ago. But if you know, you know. But there's no upside down.
Used to go off back in the day.
Pineapples. There's no upside down, nothing outside my van.
Yeah.
Just the cat when she's rolling about.
Yeah. So anyway, so
the Longboard magazine vlog should be out. Hopefully, be out on Sunday because all that footage is on the GoPro
which I've
got. Not in the cloud, because everything's stuck in the cloud until everybody leaves Cornwall and we can get stuff off the cloud.
In some sad news though, which you will see coming up in the vlogs, one of my boards has had to be retired. It's a very, very sad experience to go through when you retire a board, but it had to happen, and you'll see it happen in one of the vlogs. And for them who do surf will know what it's like when it comes to a point when you and literally your best friend just got to end.
Why does someone think we have upside down pineapples? I don't understand why people would think we have upside down pineapples.
I don't know.
Not me.
It's got to be related to your pineapple tattoo. That's what that's related to.
Cousin Dave lying to us, filling us full of.
What else have we got in there?
Right. So next vlog on the cloud day.
Done that.
Sunday coming. Right. So once the madness of the holiday park starts to subside, my boss Amy very well deserves, because she loves mountain biking and she loves to do like the things where you go supping, running, and riding your bike, like an Ironman thing. She loves all that because she's like super fit. So she's going to be going off and doing a couple of events in September. My parents are coming down for a week, flying down. That'll be interesting, seeing them two on a plane, especially my mum in a wheelchair. Not sure how that's going to work out, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Then at the end of September, I think my boss is away on holiday for a bit. And then in October, when it's autumnal, me and the Tints and Steve are heading over to Cheddar Gorge.
Going to Somerset?
Yep.
If you're watching about other vlogs from Somerset, you know we love going there in autumn. It's beautiful. Comment down below if you've ever been to Cheddar Gorge in Somerset. It's like the British Grand Canyon, I guess you could kind of call it.
And if you haven't been, go check it out.
Beautiful it is, absolutely stunning.
But
what we love about it in autumn, obviously, are the trees are going that orange colour and stuff like that, and the shops. Oh, my favourite is the coffee shop. They've got a coffee shop there and it does pumpkin spice lattes. You've got like pumpkin spice cupcakes with ginger, and oh man, it's fire. It's so like autumn kind of vibes and stuff.
You should also get the best cheese and you get the best cider.
Rich Leg, what's up, brother? What's up, Rich?
So we're going to go to Cheddar and then we're going to spend a full day in Cheddar, get some cheese and cider, go to the White Hart, get some ploughmans and some ciders down with it. Staying on a campsite down there, adults only, no upside down pineapples there neither. And then on the Sunday we're going to go to Glastonbury because Ian and Tracy have never been before, and Ian said he wants to buy crystal. Do you know why?
Don't forget the Christmas shop. Yes!
Got to get a decoration from the Christmas shop. We've got so many decorations from that Christmas shop.
If you don't know, Cheddar Gorge has an all year round Christmas shop,
Yes.
which is pretty epic. I think it's just amazing. I love Christmas. So we'll be going there and we'll be getting a Christmas decoration for Christmas when we're there as well, for the tree.
Which will only be up for about a week instead of...
Yes. Because when we get back we'll come back from that, and then we're like back a little bit, and then November, was it?
It's Remembrance Sunday when we leave.
Remembrance Sunday, oh right, there we are. So we're leaving here on Remembrance Sunday in November, which is like the 12th or 13th? 11th, okay. And then we're going from, oh yeah, it is. So yeah, and then we're going from here to Folkestone and Kent.
Yeah, and then we're going to go on the tunnel.
On the tunnel?
No, the tunnel.
Why do you call it the tunnel?
Because Ian says it's a tunnel.
What does that mean?
Channel tunnel.
Tunnel. Oh, right. I mustn't be down with the kids. I'm not that hip.
Right. So we're going to go on the Channel Tunnel to France. We're going to Calais.
Calais. Then from Calais, we'll hire left and go to Belgium. So, Miss Lizzie, yay! Nice to catch you guys live. Woo! Excellent.
I think when we'll go abroad, apparently the Wi-Fi is quite fire when you go abroad. I reckon, I mean, we're all going to be doing regular vlogs, but if we just get caught up in the moment, we don't vlog, we'll just put loads of pictures on Instagram and then live yous and keep you updated.
Yeah, we're going to be recording all the time. I've got 2 cameras. We're going to take the drone with us. We're going to be doing all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, once we get into France, we're hiring a left, and we're going to go to Belgium. We're going to eat pretzels, sausage, drink Belgian beer, chocolate. We're going to try the waffles. It's going to be epic. We're just going on a mad food binge.
Just so you know as well, Ian and Tracy have e-scooters that they bought when they were in Europe last year. Yes. So we've went and got 2 e-scooters.
It's going to be dangerous.
I am absolutely fab on it now. This is how I check people in the summertime. I use my e-scooter and scoot around the whole park.
We're going to Cheddar. When are we going to Cheddar, Jilly?
We are going on the 7th of October.
The 7th of October. So if you're around and you want to catch up with us while we're in
Drop word DM and I'll tell you where we're staying.
We'll say where we're staying and stuff. I hope to see you guys in the gorge, whatever. In the pub for a drink ski.
Oh, cider and ploughman's, man. I can't
cider
wait.
and ploughman's all day, baby. So it's going to be fire. So yeah, anyway, we'll get to Belgium. As you know, we're going to be doing that. And then obviously we're going across. We're going to avoid Paris at all. We just want to get out. We just don't want to do that, basically. No, we don't like it. So we're going to get past that. We want to really get over to La Rochelle, maybe over that area. Some fire surf spots. Meant to be absolutely beautiful. We're going to cruise down from there all the way down to Hossegor, Biarritz, hit some of the best surf spots down there, checking out all the local cuisines, wines, things like that. And then from there we're going into Spain.
Willsy's coming to Jeddah. Willsy's coming to Jeddah.
Nice.
I'll drop you a DM and we'll sort it out.
So yeah, we're going to go to Spain. We're going to where we're going to Spain again. We'll call it.
Oh, his birthday's on the 14th. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
And when if you come to Cheddar, I'm getting some of that patchouli oil that you've got because you smell like a right little patchouli when you come down for the meat. And I love the patchouli oil.
Is San Paulo going? No, I can't call now.
Where?
In Spain.
That was for Willsy, by the way. San Sebastian.
San Sebastian. And we're going to loads of places anyway. We're going to these epic places. We've got friends who have been there and know some epic campsites or spots where you can park up and get straight into the beach to surf and everything. So we're going to do that. Doing the whole tapas thing, you know. We're going to be checking out Spain. Tino's been there loads of times. They're going to be showing us around, everything like that. So that's going to be epic. Want you guys to be there with us as well. We're going to be doing, like I said, we're going to be doing some lives and things like that. We're pretty stoked about it. So that's good.
So I've never, obviously we've holidayed in our van since pretty much the entire time me and Steve have been together, which has been 17 years. We never went abroad because of our little dog Reef. I'm just picking the sticker off my cup. Because Reef could barely cope with the heat in Cornwall, in Cheddar, let alone abroad. And then as he got older, we decided definitely not to go abroad with him, just because he was just, not that he was just very needy. As he got older, I just wanted him to have a comfortable time when he was older. Bless him, he's still in the van with me. His ashes are here, that's what I mean.
Anniversary on the 14th of October too. Just let us know where you're staying and we'll book it. Are you going to get tubed in Hossegor, Stevie? I'm going to try. I'm definitely going to try. I've got 2 boards with me. Actually, this is the thing, right? I'm unsure. I've never surfed that time of year at all in that place. I've got different stories. Yeah. I'm obviously taking a 9-foot longboard. I'm going to take my Donald Takayama with me. So it's an epoxy with a soft top on it. So I've got kind of a bit of a lot of buoyancy for really small in case it's really crap.
If you've got any advice for him,
but I've also taken my 8-foot Slayer and I was trying to fit in my 7-foot board as well. So I've got a range. But Jill's just no, 2 boards max.
Every time he puts another board in, the kitchen sink gets higher because it's a bowl and it gets pushed up, so you can't have 3 boards. It should be pumping.
What's the biggest surf we've been in, Stevie? I really don't know, to be honest with you. My biggest surf, I normally measure it by obviously me standing on it, standing when I'm in the wave and I'm on there, and it's probably
double overhead.
I don't know. If I'm imagine I'm 5'9", so I would probably say about 10 to 12 feet, maybe something like that. It's probably the biggest wave face when I'm actually down. I'm actually at the bottom of the wave, and I've looked up and went, "Fuck, this is gnarly. I'm gonna get pummeled," and dipped out before it just smashes you, that kind of thing. So that's probably about 12 feet, something like that, from the front of the wave.
Is it bigger in Spain?
I've been hearing a lot of stories of surf Spain. So much more powerful and stuff like that. I missed the last comment. What was the last comment?
Eddie Surf said it should be pumping. He was there last year, bro.
Nice. I cannot wait. I'm really, really stoking on it. I'm just I just cannot wait. I cannot wait. Have some real power in the waves and real I'm just want to get some that real gnarly turn and shred.
So I am planning to learn how to use the drone because I want to be able to get in there right up close and snatch some footage of Steve surfing without drowning the drone. Considering he always drowns the GoPros, I do not want to be that person who keeps on drowning the equipment because it's so blooming expensive.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. So a lot of people are saying oh, you haven't uploaded loads of my surf footage, and the reason being is none of my boards I'm using at the minute have got GoPro mounts on.
Plus, if he loses another GoPro, I will kill him. If he loses another GoPro, I'll kill him. I bought him a shit camera, but he won't use it.
Yeah, I have got another camera though, and we've got a longer lens. I'm going to get a better lens so Jill can actually be on the beach and she can actually just lock onto me. Because let's face it, it doesn't look really good when you're on a board and you the camera's on the front. You can't really see what's happening. You get an idea here, but from the shore you can actually see the drop in the bottom turn, top turn, everything like that. The cutbacks you can see when you're trying to get a nice snap or trying to hit the lip or even rebound off the white water and stuff like that.
If you're going to Portugal, go to Panache. Is it Panache? You've got super tubes and loads of other more mellow breaks within 2 minutes.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
We're not
going to go to Portugal this time. We're going to run out of time. We are going to save it for another one. We want to do Portugal on itself kind of thing, a little bit of Spain but mainly Portugal on itself, and we are definitely going to do that, just it's not on this trip, so that's going to be a pretty mental one coming up.
Let's do Portugal next year.
I think it's probably possibly going to be next year.
Eddie Surf said Portugal's pumping, so we're going to do it and we're going to do Portugal next winter.
Yeah, I would really love to also get into Morocco if I could, but I don't think Jill's too keen on that, but I would like it to meant to be some fire
Why am I not
waves
keen on
there,
Morocco?
so. I don't know, kind of got the gist that you weren't keen on going to Morocco.
I'm not keen on Turkey. Got blonde hair, bother you in Turkey. Bother you with brown hair, bother you with any hair, bother you if you're bald, if you're a bald female.
Dude, I got into a fight on Saturday. It was one of a mega fight, so I'm not going to hype it up too bad, but yeah, there was dramas. Basically, some guys were snaking me, dropping in on me and everything like that, and this dude spat at me, kicked his board at me, it just all erupted. It was pretty gnarly. It's been
little arsehole.
Been pretty mad.
So, Steve comes in. Hi babes, had a good surf, had an epic surf. Was it the best surf you ever had in your life? Which you normally says it is. I says, I had a little bit of a run-in with someone. I says, oh, what happened? Oh, nothing too much. Then I tried to press him to see, do I need to give him an alibi or anything like that? He was just like, nah, you know, just two guys. I don't think there were, what's that? What's that 99 pence for?
Someone's done that.
Joshua, what you give us a peach for?
Whoa, dude, we made £1. I didn't know that was a thing. Thank you for that. You didn't have to do that, but that is amazing. Thank you, dude.
Oh,
Joshua, give us
what that is.
£1.
Yeah, they donated give us £1.
I don't understand why give me £1.
That's crazy, because when people do these YouTube lives, like, when people sometimes do...
Oh, we're not them people are not begging for money. No! Thank you so much, but please don't donate anything, because it makes me feel really rare. Don't like free stuff, like pay for it. What was I saying there? Told Joshua through his?
I don't know. We're talking about like asking something about my surf being amazing or something.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
so he didn't tell us the full story for like nearly a week. Or was it Saturday?
No, I was only out on Saturday.
Oh yeah.
Saturday,
Then
Monday.
he comes in and says, "Oh, everybody's chatting down the harbour. Steve having a fight on Saturday," and I'm like, "You didn't tell me you had a fight." When Steve gets angry, he has a habit of telling people he might do damage to the teeth. That got mentioned. So that meant it was a bit serious. So if you're out there and you're gonna be a dick when you surf. What are you doing?
Whoa, someone put £1.99. Eddie Surf. Dude, that's not even donated to that. Thank you. That is absolutely amazing. Whoa, £3. What the hell?
Oh, $2.99.
That's crazy.
Well, you know what we always say, that when we make any money off YouTube and everything, we haven't got. I'm still waiting for. I'm waiting for the next payout, because you have to make £60 in order for YouTube to pay out. Then the tax you're on it, bastards. Yeah. And then that money then sits in a little account, and then what we'll do is we'll do not even a competition, we'll just say to our subscribers, comment this down below, everybody gets a number, I do a raffle, and then you can pick a hoodie or a t-shirt or something like that.
Whatever.
So I think we've got, how much in there at the minute?
I don't know, I haven't checked before, it was not much.
Might be about £15, but we've got $2.99 extra, so cheers guys.
Yeah.
So once that gets up to £60,
yeah.
I'll be able to get the money out, and then we'll be able to do some more free giveaways to you guys.
Yeah, that'll be pretty epic. So that's going to be gnarly.
If anybody wants one of our new stickers as well, send us a message on Instagram, give us your address, and I'll get them in the post for you.
Definitely do that.
Free stickers for our subscribers.
So anyway, I was going on the surf, and everyone's talking to me saying, "Steve, I heard you had a fight," and the rumour mill's now like spread, and it's like got out there that I was fighting loads of guys in the water and everything. And it wasn't loads of guys; it was only 2 dudes, and these 2 guys from a different country, and they've been very disrespectful.
Don't be a dick.
And they're dropping in, and eventually, at one point, I was coming along the wave surfing, and this guy dropped in, coming towards me, and he booted his board at me, and I grabbed the board, like reflected it. It went off. We had a bit of an argument. I turned around, said some choice words, basically. You know, as you do when you're really getting angry with them.
Turkey for some new teeth.
And then the second time it kind of happened, and basically that was when I just jumped off my board and just kind of made sure I bang and hit them really hard, and he just got cleaned out, and that was as far as it went. I just made sure I just dropped the shoulder, went boom, and just did him, So that was that. But it could have been worse. It could have been worse.
Surfing, especially when you're not from round these parts, don't be a dick.
Yeah, be nice, be
Have you
courteous,
heard
man.
of Viking
Let's have a
Surfer?
look.
He's a pretty
Oh, yeah.
well-known surfer here in the southeast of England. We have heard of Viking Surfer. We've met Viking
Yes.
Surfer, and he's watching one now.
Yes, he is.
So
Yeah.
cheers, RYZMCA.
Yeah, definitely.
out.
He's epic, and we'll have some shred with the dude. Also, people have been asking me to do some reaction videos, and I'm seriously thinking about it. Okay, Mark, you just donate £1.99.
Please
Well, you don't have to do
don't,
that, guys. You
yeah,
don't
I'm
have to.
gonna donate
Honestly.
money. I mean, if you do donate money, you're gonna get some free giveaways quicker. But we just rely on people to comment and give with likes, because some people give with dislikes.
May as well round it up to a £5.
You amazing, thank you.
Thank you, guys. That's so kind.
So people have asked us, guys, would you want us to do, both of us and me and or Jill doing some?
I've got too much on. I've got too much time.
They are quite easy to do on top of the vlogs, because like literally reaction videos. We can react to anything from
Comment
music
down below.
to surf footage to
do you guys
ourselves.
watch people reacting to other people's videos? Because I find them boring as shit. He loves them. I've got no time to watch the reaction of a random person. I've got more important shit in my life to do. Steve loves them.
I like watching reaction videos. But 79. He just
That's such a random number.
he tossed that in there just to like
So
mess
if
mess
anybody's got
around
OCD,
even.
it's going to have to go up to 6
I
quid.
don't like round numbers. Oh no.
That's so funny. Thank you.
Cheers,
That's
dude.
really kind of you.
You don't have to do that though. You don't have to do that. Honestly, it's anyway, so yeah, so
so
reaction
funny.
videos. So I got sent a music video the other day about a guy that was doing the song, absolutely amazing. And I've actually done the reaction video. I've made it. I haven't put it up yet, so I wasn't sure whether to or just put it on a different media platform, because it does invoke not just like, whoa, this music's amazing and listen to this dude doing his song, but this dude actually.
Other flips, even you dislikes. I like reaction videos if they give more information or a different point of view.
Yeah, I like this guy actually says
Listen,
some
you wouldn't
things.
believe the shit we get.
This thing, like what he says, I've got like a few views about it, all about like the system, oppression, modern slavery of you guys, the people working to the grind.
This is a prime example why if Steve puts something on Life in UK that's not about life in UK, people start to fucking riot. Because
that
it's
doesn't
not
belong
about
here.
you. Doesn't belong here. Doesn't belong on your channel. That should be on it. It's my channel. It's our channel.
Yeah.
The thing is, right, I always go back to say, I watch people on YouTube. If I don't like
Hey,
them...
Dad, woo!
Hi, Julian!
Dad's just joined.
I watch people on YouTube. If I don't like them, I just don't watch them. I watch something else. I don't then go and give them a mouthful of abuse and write a comment. I just say, oh, I don't like that. Like, I don't like the reaction videos. So Steve watches them either when I'm asleep or when I'm not in the van working. So, if people don't like the content that we put on YouTube, just don't watch it.
What did Mark say in the last one?
Mark said, I got 3 likes on my video. In with the big boys. Come
Oh,
on, Mark.
nice,
He's
dude.
only got Mark, I didn't even you haven't even subscribed to his channel yet.
Oh, dude, right, Mark, can you like drop a link down for your thing or
Put a link underneath in this live thing, and then we'll do a thing, and then hopefully you'll get more.
Yeah, we can like.
But I
follow
said
you.
I was going to subscribe, and I didn't because I was too busy chucking people off the whole department.
Yeah, it has been pretty mental. So what else we got on there anyway?
That's it.
So that's everything, is it?
Then the thank yous.
Right, we did the thank you, so that's amazing. Right, guys, so it is 37 minutes in, and
If
yeah,
you're still with it, thank you so much, because you don't find it boring. If you don't like it,
you're
not
amazing,
really
you're a
bothered.
legend.
Can you recommend a good place for breakfast in or around Newquay?
well, because this is controversial.
Controversial.
So, in UK, in the harbour, there was Louise's Calf, the
Legendary.
Newquay Rowing Club Calf. But sadly, Louise is no longer there. Now, there's a new person who's took over, and the menu isn't as big as Louise's, I would say, but we haven't been, but we're going, we're going to the harbour tomorrow morning, so we're going for breakfast. Well, if he does go surfing, I'm going for breakfast. So I will go for breakfast, and I will let you know, because I'm a massive fan of avocado toast, and I love scrambled eggs, and I love the fried breakfasts. So I can't comment on the calf down the harbour at the moment. But if you're lucky enough to get a seat, the harbour rest at the top of the harbour, which is run by 2 lovely ladies. They do a cracking £7 for a regular size fried breakfast and a cup of coffee. Bloody
it is
lovely.
pretty good. Actually, speaking of the place to have breakfast, I do have some vlogs coming up, which is the best breakfast spots in Newquay. We've got one which is like the best places to get pizza in Newquay or around this area, best chicken place. So we've got a few things like that coming up. We have like for
I also still need from Lewis Dock a list of all of the places that he's been for food in Newquay, so I can go try them. Because Lewis, if you find Lewis_Dock on Instagram, you will see the fire pictures of food he's been eating whilst he's been here.
Yeah, man, absolutely amazing. So that's that. I know that Eddie Surf
Bloody
says says Eddie Surf wants to see more surf footage on the channel. Dude, you got it. Definitely got more surf footage coming in. I've got
but
a lot
not
of
reaction videos, because that's not surfing.
I've got some reaction videos for surf and stuff. Like there's some stuff with the WSL and stuff, like my point of view on that kind of stuff as well. And I've also got some of the comedy stuff that's out there. People have made some comedy sketches about surfing and stuff like that, and I think they're hilarious, so I really want to do some stuff like that.
I let him know. Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, cheers, Mark. So I've got some stuff like that.
One other thing I just want to mention, channel used to be called Two Surfers in a Van. I did used to surf a while back. I recently went in the water with Steve, and I don't know if you'll put it in a vlog.
It is coming up.
And I had a massive panic attack in the water, massive anxiety panic attack to the point where I was crying. I was so upset. All I wanted to do was go for a swim, but Steve convinced us to go for a little surf, and all the panic and fear took over because I nearly drowned when I was younger. It all just like I can just imagine, I can just feel the panic coming on now talking about it. However, I'm not drowning, so chill out, Jill. So if people ask me why I don't surf, it's because I have a massive surf anxiety, and that's something that I've got to deal with because I am busy and I do put off going in the water. I love going for a swim, but I just need to get in the water more often and get comfortable with getting chucked around in the waves and knowing that I can just stand up and not drown.
So someone, I'm going to get back to what Jill said in a minute, but someone's asking how far away the campsite is from the harbour. Yeah, roughly about 10 minutes. We're about just under 4 miles. If you know Quinchell Downs, the Quint roundabout, just next to Morrison's, we're pretty much just up from Morrison's, just past Hensborough.
Just at the end of the junction.
What's the next song called? Joshua. Okay, Josh, nice dude. Respect, Jilly, nice one. So, Josh, right, what's the next song called? Well, we've got a couple of songs in the pipeline. We've got one called "Living in a Van," which is a really funny punk song with some madness style vibes on it, and it's a really, really catchy song. So that's been, we've got a music video we're going to be doing for that one, which is epic. We've also got one called "Sunny Days," which features the dude who goes, you might have seen the clip of the guy on the news, and he goes, "I got so pitted," and he's going whoop and all that kind of stuff.
It's got
him in it and stuff like that, so that's really funny. It's also like a punky kind of reggae kind of big thing. They're just comedical kind of songs, both of them.
What?
Comedical, like comedy.
Is that even a word?
Yeah.
You made that one up.
I did not make that up. Comedical is a word. I'm telling you. It's like leveler when something's more leveler.
It sounds like a sexually transmitted disease. It's commit. What is it?
Comedical? When something's comedy? And you got me
question
how to say the word now. Anyway.
Sounds like an STD.
Yeah, so yeah, we're not too sure. Anyway, we've got a couple of them coming out on my other channel. If you follow my music stuff and you go to RPGM Music, which is on YouTube, if you go over to there, you'll see some of the metal stuff that we've done.
Comedic, you douchebag.
I'm pretty sure you can say comedic.
You keep it right, Mark.
Who cares,
it's
man?
Comedic.
Yeah. I'm a surf. I got blonde hair and smartish, you know. I just roll with it, man. Duh, dude. Anyway, so yeah, I've got some metal music over there. It can be a little bit offensive, so watch yourself when you're going to do that. It can be a bit full on, but RPGM Music, check it out over there. I've got one coming out with the main band, a proper physical, actual song. It's like 80s like rock metal stuff. That one is December Snow, coming out December with a full music video on that one. It's really sad, that song, so it's going to be fire. Anyway, apart from that...
Or if you're Tracy, it's naked in a van.
Yeah, naked.
Because every time I knock on the van, Tracy's always naked.
In a van. That's too much information.
Which is in a van, so she can do what she wants.
It's her house.
Yeah.
So anyway, so yeah, that's that. But back to what Jill was saying about surf anxiety. So surf anxiety is a real thing. It affects a lot of people. It really can affect anybody. It's affected me in the past, and really, 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 really can get you. And I'm going to use the footage of Jill going through this because I think it's important.
I've never watched it. I've cried my eyes out.
I was there and experienced it firsthand, and you'll see it's not particularly, it's not particularly big surf. It's probably about 1 or 2 foot, and it's pretty clean.
It was double overhead in my world, and I was going to drown, and the leash was going to wrap around my leg and then cut me
That's
throat.
what got Jill upset and panic. I think she got the leash wrapped around her feet while she was with her board, and the waves were coming through, and it all spiraled. It spiraled
built
for her
up so quickly,
which is pretty mental. It was pretty hard to watch, to experience and go through.
So it is something I'm going to work on. I do need to be in the water more, but when I work in a holiday park, it's really difficult to get a date down the harbour. And when I get down there, I don't really want to go in the water because it's something that I've got to get to grips with myself. I am coming up to 50. I'm 47 on Sunday. I've got this, I haven't even mentioned it to Steve. I've got this thing in my head where by the time I'm 50, which is 3 years away, so I'm giving myself a goal, I want to be able to be back on the water, stand up surfing again, and be comfortable doing it. So even though 3 years sounds like a lifetime for some people, for me, my goal is to be 50 and be surfing.
Awful dry things like this. Yeah, man.
Oh, thanks, Miss Lizzie.
No, we don't have a harbour permit. We don't do nothing in the harbour.
No.
We're park permits, nothing like that.
We'll pay.
We pay like everyone else. So
I don't have a ticket in my van because I pay online, and if anybody wants to challenge us, I'll tell them where to go because I don't have to prove I've paid to park.
Yeah, we just
the
use
traffic
the app.
warden needs to know, and that's it.
Yeah. Stevie, what's your scariest experience in the surf? Oh, I'll tell you what the most recent one was, and it was, I actually caught it on camera, was when I was actually going, I went bodyboarding for a random occasion. It was pretty big. I thought I'm going to take the bodyboard out of the fins, and it wasn't very nice. It was on shore, it was pretty gnarly, and somehow I managed to get the bodyboard leash wrapped round my neck, which those leashes are like the old coily ones, and it got wrapped around my neck, and the bodyboard was stuck against me, and my wrist was stuck inside, and I was inside the water, and I couldn't get the board off my face and around me, and I was literally under there, and I managed to pull it all apart and get it off without panicking. But look, I had my fins on so I could keep kicking my feet to try and elevate myself up out the water, and you can kind of see the whole thing. You actually hear me doing this, trying to keep the water in my mouth, and so that was pretty scary. The other one was when I actually, believe it or not, again, it wasn't really a surf experience, this one, but I actually fell off my paddleboard, and there was a bit of a whirlpool in the harbour because the big boats were running their engines and
got sucked under.
Yeah, I came off the board, didn't realise, and I went to swim back up, and I was getting dragged down. I was like, what the hell? And I couldn't get up, and I was just getting dragged down, and I grabbed the leash, and I pulled the leash and the board and got my hands on it and pulled myself out of the water. And when I got up, it was on the camera, it's on the GoPro, and I turned round in one of the vlogs, and I turned round, and there's this whirlpool in the corner, just spinning, and it was pulling me, my board into it and pushed me out of it. Yeah, it was tidal changes on, I can't remember what it was now.
It was going from high to low.
It was something happening, but the boat engines were running because we're cleaning the boat, and there was multiples, and it was making this massive water, and that was pretty heavy.
You also got stuck in a rip in Watergate Bay, and you got PTSD.
Watergate Bay, yeah. I went out on a massive day. My friend Damo, shout out to Damo, and paddled out there. It was a huge day. One moment. It was a huge day. And basically, I came in, dropped in on a wave, went left, which was pretty epic, got caught in a really big rip, and as you're doing rips, I was trying to paddle back out, but the sets were just coming in, crashing down, closing out, and it kept pushing me back in. So I thought, okay, I'll go left a bit further, and every time I went left, that set closed out and pushed me back into the rip. So I went right, that set closed out, pushed me back into the rip. So then I thought, well, I'll try and swim, go back to shore and try and catch. So every time I was in this rip, I couldn't go left or right, get back to shore, couldn't go out to sea. And finally, after about 20 minutes of struggling on this massive rip I was in, a massive cleanup set came through, closed down, and just sent me to shore. And I screamed at the RNLI dude when I got to the beach. I was like, bro, I was waving my hands at you. I was literally stuck. I couldn't get in. I couldn't go left, couldn't go right, couldn't go out to sea. I couldn't get back to shore. No, I was just caught in like no man's land. And that was pretty horrific experience. My fibia and tibia, I don't know if you can see, you probably can't see, but I've got a massive scar, runs all the way down there. And that was a gnarly accident. Come off a surfboard. Wasn't the greatest wave either. It was probably about 4 feet, and I jumped off the board and didn't realise I was jumping into heavy kelp. I was up in the northeast, and I went into the deep water.
foot went through a rock, well, boulder, and the kelp wrapped around my arms, my face, my chest, and as the wave pulled back, it twisted me, and it popped my fibia and tibia and ripped it, and it came through my leg. At the time, I felt the pain, but I didn't understand what had happened. I was too concerned with getting the leash off my other foot, because my board was doing a tombstoney kind of thing, as it was like bobbing up and down, and I was kind of split under the water, and I couldn't get out the water. And eventually, when the wave subsided, I managed to get my head up, got a lot of kelp off me, and I managed to grab the leash, which was in a massive ball of kelp, pull it loose, and I managed to get out the water. And there's actually a picture of me standing limping on the beach, holding the leash above my head with the surfboard hanging on one side and a kelp ball the size of my entire body and length of my body on the end of my leash. And my friends helped me up to the car. When I got up there, it turns out I'd actually mangled myself, which was pretty mental.
So just a quick catch up before we go. Eddie Surf, have you ever been to Oz? I've never been to Australia. No. I did work for British Airways many years ago, and I did had a chance to fly all over the world. I wasn't cabin crew. I wasn't that posh. I used to do the website for them. So I went everywhere and never ever got to go to Australia because they had their own web team. But anyways, we would love to go to Australia. I think it's on the bucket list up there with America.
Yeah.
We've got all these plans because Ian and Tracy just go off on massive adventures. We plan on doing the same. We plan on not going in the van, obviously, but we plan on going to Australia, going to America, going to different parts of the world. As I say, we did have Reef for like nearly 15 years, and that's the reason why we didn't travel. We've got a lot of travelling in us that we want to get out, and once we've done that, we might then go and rescue another dog when we buy a house eventually. But at the minute, we're still happy living in our van, so that's what we're going to do. Danielle Hales, I get it. She's got surf anxiety. If you can do it, I can do it. Because she said she's nearly turning 40, but she's determined to be surfing by then. So it is good to have a goal. And the day that you get up, Danielle, I want you to tell me, because I'll tell you the day I get up. Pinky swear, we're going to do it.
Tell you what it is, guys, if you do come across surf anxiety, and like I myself have been through surf anxiety, and like, you know, you guys who watch me know that I live, breathe surf every day of my life, and it got to a point, probably, was it 2 years ago or something, where I would, night before, couldn't sleep, restless, the next day I'd wake up, heart palpitations, shaking, I'll pick my wetsuit up, the breathing would start, the smell of wax would trigger it, and I didn't understand why, and I didn't understand how this anxiety worked. It can be from a trauma inside the ocean. For me, I thought it wasn't the amount of people that I've saved from drowning, or the people that have actually drowned and I've pulled bodies back over the years, or it was the incident where I've had my legs, or all these things.
2 seconds.
You know, it was all these incidents. What was it that created it? And it wasn't until I went to the Vehicle, which is a all-male surf club, and I had a chat with those guys, and they turned around and gave me some interesting story. One guy was going through a divorce, and to get away from the pain of the divorce, of his wife cheating on him and stuff, he was a renowned surfer, very good big wave surfer. He would go surfing. Somehow that psychological thing triggered him, and eventually he would end up with this major surf anxiety, which was nothing to do with surfing, and it totally took him out of the water completely. And I was like, wow, you know, these things can happen to us. So it can be from any thing that can give you anxiety. And I've now learned, if I'm going through something, don't do my favorite thing, because it can lead to something, you know. So if I'm, like, say you're going through a relationship breakup or a death or anything like that, to escapism into like something like that, surfing, it can later have an effect on it. So there can be that, and there can also be the effects of things like, you know, you're scared of drowning, things like that, you know. All these things have a little bit of play. But for me, the way I did it, and this is maybe it'll help you guys, I literally would go out with some bodyboard fins on my feet so I could swim against any current or any rip. It wasn't going to stop me. And I put some goggles on, and I start getting in the wave, below the wave. And that was the most important thing, because anxiety is about being out of control and not being in control of the environment or the situation. For me, being on top of the surfboard, I was out of control. There was something happening. Once I start getting in control in the wave, and I was below it, and I was in it, and I could go with it, and I could get out of it, all of a sudden it started changing. I started getting back on the bodyboard, was the next stage, and I started getting bigger waves. And for me, it was quite a quick thing to go through, but it was a hard thing to go through, and it nearly did end my surfing. So if you're going through it, reach out. You know, if you're around, I'm happy to go out in the water with you on just a little paddle or whatever like that, and maybe give you some advice, whatever I can, you know.
Couple of updates on here. So yeah, Danielle, if you go surfing, you let me know, girl, because we've got this. Des is on the train to London. Hi, Des.
What's on, Des?
I'm gutted. He was going to go to Hawaii on holiday, but obviously what's happened is cancelled. So
shout out to everyone in Hawaii.
Yeah, you know, so gutted about
sad.
That. But
praise those guys.
Eddie Surf said, "Are you still going to the gym, Stevie? What's your 1 rep max on a bench? Because you look strong." I've been at the gym for ages, have you?
Bad boys. Right, okay, 1 rep max on the bench. To be honest, dude, I've never ever did it. On
Well, I've never done a 1 max rep on a bench because when I was doing a 1 max reps, I never had a bench available. When I was doing curls and stuff like that, to see just what 1 max rep was on the curl, and it was 90 kilograms, was where I got to when I was really struggling, kind of thing. So that was 90, but that was years ago. I could probably do a lot more than that now, I dare say.
Yeah.
But
and,
yeah.
Rich EE says, hey back. Rich EE doesn't work for EE.
Hey.
If you did work for EE, Rich, sort out the internet. But I know you don't, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, so we've been on for a long time now, and I fear that I've just put my tea back on the oven, and I fear that people might be just thinking that we're just digressing, but we're not. Thank you if you've stuck this long in the video.
We've got loads of people watching.
I know, we appreciate it. We love interacting with you guys. We love the comments. We're still thinking about doing a Q&A, but then people ask shitty questions and I'm going to give a shitty response. But yeah, I think, I just appreciate the fact that you guys tuned in at such short notice.
Yeah.
Such short notice.
Good to see you guys. Hopefully hook up in the autumn. Yeah, Viking surfer definitely.
Viking, when
We're
you
going to
come
get out
down,
shred, bro.
yeah, we'll
Bigger waves this time.
Absolutely. We have got some other friends coming down, but we'll figure it out and we'll all hook up. If you guys, is to say, you always know if you're coming down to Newquay, van life down Newquay sucks because you can't park anywhere, you get fines. If you're looking for somewhere to stay, give us a call at Trafiggy, send us a DM. I'll try and get you the best price possible. You know, I'd much prefer, I always say to people, do not sleep in a car park, do not sleep on a road, because either people are going to try and
especially
break
around
in,
Cornwall
they're going to
now,
knock you
Newquay.
up, or you're going to get a £70 to £100 fine. It is much better, put a little bit of cash aside, come and stay on the holiday park. You've got hot showers, toilets, you've got dishwashing, you've got laundry, you've got fresh water. You don't need anything else, and you can sleep peacefully knowing you're not going to get a parking fine.
Yeah, we get a lot of people. We're a very van life friendly campsite here as well, so we're very van life friendly. A lot of campsites aren't.
Yeah.
We are totally, because obviously we're van lifers ourselves. So you know,
a lot of holiday parks won't let self-converted vans in. All this bollocks with the DVLA and having to prove all this bollocks.
Yeah.
It's all bollocks. If you've got a converted van, as long as it doesn't look like a shitty horse box that's falling apart, you can come in.
Let's go. We're in the gym. Yeah, let's go. So Haley and Paul, both of those guys are like Haley. Well, both of them have competed professionally in the bodybuilding.
Yeah.
On Let's Go. So you need to check Let's Go out. Let's comment down below on there. Absolute fire. But I tell you what, both of their boards. If you look at them, I'm telling you, shredded is
Ripped.
Unbelievably shredded.
Ripped.
Join the last minute. Oh, okay. See you
Hi,
soon, guys.
Dave.
Amazing was on Dave. Epic. Right, guys, we are going to head off. This is the end of the live. I hope you've enjoyed it. We will have some vlogs out this Sunday, or vlog out this Sunday, and then we'll have a lot more coming after that, and a lot more different content on there. We've got surf content, reaction content. We've got all kinds of things coming up for you, just to vary it a little bit, just so there's all different kinds of things, so we don't try and get as many flat spells in this. But anyway, guys, we're going to go and we're going to have some tea, and then tonight we're actually going to feral it. We're going wild camping, and then tomorrow we're going surfing. I am going to go and get surfing. I'm going to try and get pitted, bro.
I'm going to go take a wander down the harbour and go and get some breakfast.
Yeah.
So I'll let you know what the calf's like.
Yeah. If anyone's surfing tomorrow, message me, DM me at Steve Bodie on my Insta, and yeah, I'll be down in the bay probably. Fishville, I think, looks like it's going to be a bit of a mess.
So yeah, again, everybody who's tuned in, everybody who's commented,
thanks,
everybody
Miss
who's
Lizzie.
giveaway, we've made £7.77. Oh, 3 7. Thank
nice.
you so much. It was very kind of you.
777. That's some good look. Is a legend. Mwah,
I know.
love
I absolutely love you. So thanks for taking the time to join us last minute.
Right.
I'm really sorry we haven't had any vlogs out, but we will be getting them out. So stay tuned and remember.
Stay salty.
Oh,
yeah, stay salty, guys.
Yay! All right, guys.
Complicating. May happen, Josh. It may happen. Kate and Bay. It could be happening. Anyway, right, guys. Catch you later.
Thanks,
stay salty.
guys. See you
Peace.
now.